What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. You guys are really not used to seeing my face whatsoever, and I know that's the case, but around the time where 2K18 is almost dead, the NBA offseason, there's literally no news, and today I'm just trying to experiment. Probably for the rest of NBA 2K18, I'm just going to experiment and see how things go, and then try to get your guys' feedback. Eventually this background is going to look a lot better. I know some of you have never seen my face before, some of you have, and some of you are just not used to my face very much, but today we're going to do a San Antonio Spurs rebuild with some face cam. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Do you guys want to see it in future videos? But you know what? Let's go ahead and do the rebuild. So today we're rebuilding, like I said, the San Antonio Spurs. So we got Demar Derozan, who was traded to the Spurs for Kawhi Leonard, of course, which was a crazy deal. I mean, when we all saw the rumor of Kawhi wanting out, we didn't know what to think of it. We really didn't. You know, Kawhi's kind of a quiet guy. So it just was like, who's telling the truth? Because we had the media, and then we had Kawhi, a representative saying different things. It was just very weird. But today I've become the Spurs GM almost. Not really, not at all, honestly. I'm only playing a video game. But Demar Derozan, Lamarcus Aldridge, Pau Gasol, Rudy Gay, DeJounte Murray, Marco Bellinelli, and Patty Mills, and Manu Ginobili, Jakob Poeltl, Davis Bertans, and Lonnie Walker. So this roster obviously should be a playoff team, I think. They should be, as I say that. Then we got, so this is a rotation. Right now we have Murray, DeRozan, Rudy Gay, Aldridge, Gasol is starting. I actually want to start Jakob Poeltl just because I think Jakob Poeltl has more athleticism at this state in their career. I also want to give Lonnie Walker some minutes over Davis Bertans, although we already have Manu Ginobili getting minutes, but I think Lonnie Walker getting some minutes is very important for this upcoming season. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. Let's see how this team does, and you know what? I think we should make the playoffs the first season. So at the end of the season, we are actually 9th in the conference, 37-45, so 2K doesn't even have us in the playoffs, which honestly, the way 2K18 simulation has been lately, it really does not surprise me. DeRozan led the way with 21 points. Lamarcus Aldridge had 19. Bellinelli had 13. Rudy Gay with 12. And Jakob Poeltl with 10 and 7. And 1.4 blocks. So Jakob Poeltl is kind of that modern big man you'd want as far as a rebounder and defense goes. I mean, if you wanted a big man that could shoot, then obviously he is not your guy. But for now, I think I'm going to keep him for as long as I can. I think he's a serviceable big man. I can't speak right now. Patty Mills, Lonnie Walker had 5 points. So I'm really expecting to build this team around DeRozan for the next 2 seasons just to see what we can do. I'm not sure. Greg Popovich just said he's going to stay around until 2021, right? And we have the 12th pick in this year's NBA draft. I can't remember how long Greg Popovich planned on staying, but I think he's still here. So DeRozan for the next 3 years is going to be here. Aldridge actually is going to be here for the next 3 years as well. So we're a veteran team, basically, you could say. So Bellinelli has 1 year left on his contract. I think he's a nice shooter behind DeRozan for sure. Lonnie Walker, I think also. So I guess I will leave Bellinelli at the 3. I was going to move him back to the shooting guard, but I'll leave him at the 3 just because Lonnie Walker is going to be backing up DeRozan, it looks like. And then Rudy Gay, I think we'll probably let him walk. Aldridge, and then we want to resign Jakob Poeltl, I think, unless if he has a team option, which I'm sure he doesn't. Oh, yes, he does. There's one more team option. And then I think Gasol has a team option as well, which I will be declining because it is time to get rid of that guy. So we have the 12th pick. Let's see if we can get a diamond in the rough. The Spurs usually are very well at drafting. They develop their young guys. They developed Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard. Who else is it? Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, David Robinson. So, I mean, the Spurs are notorious for their development. So, for sure, we're going to go find a diamond in the rough. Jonte Porter is looking pretty intriguing to come off the bench. DeAndre Hunter, Sharif O'Neal. I'm going to go Jonte Porter here. Isn't that Michael Porter Jr.'s brother? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm sorry if I sound stupid for not knowing that for sure, but Jonte Porter is coming to the San Antonio Spurs. So that works for me. From Missouri, 6'11", 236 pounds. Gonna develop him like crazy. I think he, basically, my mindset is the Spurs are a veteran team right now, but it doesn't stop us from rebuilding a little behind the scenes. Basically how I'm thinking. Player options, for sure we got Derek White. I mean, I could bring him back. Jakob Poeltl is definitely coming back. And Chimezi Mitu can come back as well. That's fine. And then Kawhi Leonard's a free agent. That would be funny if I signed him again, but of course I will not. So now we have... oh, did Pau Gasol retire? So I guess I didn't even really need to renounce Pau Gasol. So for the roster we have right now, we have Patty Mills and DeJounte Murray, which DeJounte Murray and DeRozan starting together is not ideal at all. It really isn't, because neither one of them can shoot consistently. Lonnie Walker is going to be nice off the bench, I feel. Bellinelli could start at that 3 position potentially, but maybe I would like someone better to do that. Lamarcus Aldridge, I would like Dejounte Porter backing him up. Aldridge has never been a slouch on threes, but he's more of a mid-range and inside guy, kind of guy. And then Jakob Poeltl. So we definitely at the 3 spot and ideally at the point guard position want to get better as far as the 3-pointer goes. Patty Mills is a nice off the bench and all, but his contract is kind of hefty. But I think I'll leave him there for now. But DeJounte Murray would be nice off the bench. Now, I know Spurs fans would probably kill me if I traded DeJounte Murray, so I'm not going to do that. Let me look for a role, or let me look for a trade for Patty Mills potentially, just because I really need some shooting. Like, this team desperately needs some shooting around DeRozan and Aldridge. So, Patty Mills, your contract is pretty hefty, and I'm trying to get some players that can shoot. Yes, you can shoot. That makes no sense why I'm trading him, but I'm trying to get a starting point guard, basically. I know Patty Mills is not going to get me there. I was just kind of curious of what his market was looking like. Nothing too great, so I guess maybe DeJounte Murray and DeRozan are still just going to have to start together. I like DeJounte Murray and Patty Mills. Maybe Patty Mills is the better ideal starter just next to DeRozan. I mean, DeRozan, he could come back in the Spurs, come back from the Raptors to the Spurs and be a way consistent 3-point shooter, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I guess our focus should probably getting a better 3 when actually we have like no cap space. But Rudy Gay, oh wait, we could get some cap space. So we have Rudy Gay. Yeah, I think it's time to move on from Rudy Gay. And then now we have about 4.57, so that could at least get us something, right? I mean, nothing too terrible. Chris Middleton would be cool, but I need a 3-point shooter. That's what I need next. Carmelo, no. Ariza, no. Chandler, Rodney Hood would be awesome. Kyle Korver would be awesome, but he will digress like crazy. Michael Beasley, Gerald Green, Kelly Oubre, Vince Carter. None of these are looking too good at all, honestly. What about a shooting guard that could potentially play the 3? We got Klay Thompson, Redick. Redick would be so cool, but that's probably not going to happen. Dwayne Wade, Wesley Matthews. That's actually not too terrible. 32 years old. Would still probably be pretty decent. 6'5". You could argue he's a little too short to play the 3, but I might just have to get desperate here and go for it, to be honest. Justin Holiday would also be pretty nice off the bench, potentially. So, I mean, you can never have enough shooting. So, let me go Wesley Matthews and Justin Holiday, not Drew Holiday. Wesley Matthews, we can always sign you as well. I don't want to give you too much money, so let's see if they'll accept those contracts. We can get both. Yes, we can. So Justin Holiday and Wesley Matthews, I think those are some shooters that'll come help us right away. We don't have cap space to do anything else. Not too crazy moves, but we did get shooting nonetheless. And, all right, so I'm actually okay with that. Now we can move, let's see, which one? Small forward. Justin Holiday could very well play the small forward. So could Wesley Matthews. Let's do Wesley Matthews at the 3 just because I think his defense is a little bit better. But if Wesley Matthews does go down, maybe I'll have to change my mind on that. But I think that's the only moves we're going to make this offseason. I think the team is looking okay. We definitely have some more moves to make. Maybe at the trade deadline, I can get rid of Patty Mills' contract, maybe trade for another first rounder. But let's go ahead and definitely simulate to next season. And let's see what other moves I need to make after just 2. Actually, I'll probably see you guys at trade deadline. Let me see how the player progression is looking, though, before we simulate to next season. DeRozan going down, Aldridge is going down, Matthews is going down, Patty Mills is going down, and Bellinelli is going down. So, yeah, our team is definitely very, very old. So, let me go ahead, simulate to next season, and hopefully, just hopefully, something goes well for us. Once again, we didn't make the playoffs. You know, you could argue a terrible simulation. You could argue stupid GM running this video. Like, to be honest, I didn't make very good moves. Like, Wesley Matthews, Justin Holiday, yeah, you got some shooters and all, but you really didn't do anything too crazy. And I wasn't trying to go over the top, but today, I think, or not today, I mean, it's literally the same day, but I think we're going to go ahead and make the playoffs this last season. I know we should have the first 2 seasons, and I shouldn't be missing the playoffs with the Spurs, but I can almost guarantee we're making the playoffs this last season. And we'll have another lottery pick, so I mean, can you really complain too much? Yes, you can, but just please don't. Ninth pick. So let's go ahead and take advantage of that again. Greg Popovich is fine as the head coach. Jump in the NBA draft. I plan on getting Cole Anthony. If I can, I'm going to get Cole Anthony. Hopefully he doesn't get taken, and that way we have a point guard. DeJounte Murray, as much as I want to bring him back, he wants 17 mil a year, and for a guy that can't shoot, obviously maybe he can develop a three-point shot in real life, but on this game he has not done that, and it's kind of unlikely that he will. So unfortunately it doesn't look like that Cole Anthony is here anymore, but let's see if we can do something like this. So Patty Mills, and that's about it. And I re-signed Jakob Poeltl as well. And the ninth pick, let's see if Cole Anthony will pop up, or a point guard. Just a point guard will pop up. Like, I need a point guard. So what's out there? Tyreek Evans, too much. Goran Dragic. They give us future first round pick. Yeah, possibly. I can come back to that. Kemba Walker. Wow, I kind of want to do this trade now. Jalen Olek. I don't know who that is, unfortunately. Isaiah Thomas, Evan Fournier, Daniel Gafford, D'Angelo Russell. But we'd have to give up Jakob Poeltl. Then we take another shooting guard. Kellen Grady, Paul Millsap, Miles Turner, Andre Drummond, Scotty Lewis, and Dennis Schroeder. So obviously I think my favorite trade by far was the Hornets one. Obviously this trade makes a lot of sense because the Hornets need to trade Kemba eventually anyway. And we're trying to stay competitive as long as Greg Popovich is here. So another veteran to add to this team, I think should do okay. So Patty Mills and a first round pick. We're getting rid of Patty Mills' contract. We get Kemba's hefty contract, but he is a good point guard nonetheless. So we'll go ahead and take that happily. So now we got a Kemba Walker, Demar Derozan backcourt, but I do plan on playing Derozan at the 3 this season, so that Lonnie Walker can start. So now we'll have a new shooting guard. Derozan will start at the 3, Aldridge at the 4, and then Jakob Poeltl at the 5. That is a nasty lineup if you ask me. So I am doing some good stuff. I know it doesn't seem like it, but good things are happening. Trust me. Don't sleep on me just yet. Qualifying offers. Tyus actually played really good. I didn't even sign him, but he ended up like getting. I think he won like 6th man of the year or most improved player or something like that. So not too bad at all. But obviously we're gonna go ahead and unfortunately renounce Wesley Matthews. Tyus we can potentially bring back, but these guys are gonna have to go. And then we have negative 4.91 cap space. So Kim Walker at the point guard. Now we can go ahead and move DeRozan at the 3 officially. 6'7", could easily play the 3. So now we got Kemba Walker, Lonnie Walker in the rotation. Justin Holiday is going to be the backup shooting guard. DeMar DeRozan at the 3, Aldridge at the 4, and Jontay Porter obviously will be backing him up, and Jakob Poeltl at the center position. So we can bring back DeJounte Murray if he accepts his qualifying offer. I'm not matching a huge contract, so DeJounte Murray will most likely be back. Now we just need a backup 3 and a backup center. So let's see what we got as far as backup centers out here. Alex Len, we can't obviously afford anyone too crazy. Aaron Bain, or we can get Daniel Tyus back. I'll probably just get him back. In a backup 3, Lance Stevenson, pretty crafty player. I wouldn't mind having him here on the Spurs just to bring a nice presence. He usually is a nice energy player, so why not? Evan Turner, no. Jonathan, let's see if we can just get Lance Stevenson. Okay, Lance Stevenson, welcome to the team. And then obviously I would be happy to bring these 2 back, which I think that will be the case. So I really think that no one's going to give them an offer. Let me see. How much money does Tyus want? Let's just see if they accept their qualifying offers. I almost guarantee that they do. And if they don't, that would be very unfortunate. Unfortunate because then I lose both of them. But I'm betting on myself to earn back both. So let's see if they come back. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Moment of truth, guys. Moment of truth. And DeJounte Murray. And Tyus is gone. So we got DeJounte Murray back, which was the more important piece anyway. We still have a 9-man rotation without Daniel Tyus. So it's okay. So I'm loving this team. I think that it's going to be great. So Jontay Porter is up 6. I sent him to the G League, so he will play a big role. But guys, I literally think this is the year we're making the playoffs. I mean, the Spurs should already been in the playoffs, but I think this is the year. So I'm going to go ahead, simulate to next year. There's no reason why we shouldn't be in the playoffs. I really think we should be. And if we're not, I'm never making a 2K video ever again. You heard it here first. Never again will I make a 2K video. So let's just go ahead and see if we finally make the playoffs. 18.5 points, 17 points, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10. And we don't make the playoffs. 38 and 41. Man, I don't know if I just suck. Because I feel like I do. I feel like I do suck. I mean, you guys can tell me if I suck. You really can. But, man, 2K simulations have been killing me. Like, they've been so terrible. Like, I've never seen them be this bad. But it's been terrible. But what can I really do about it? I don't know. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy. I know I'm sorry. Didn't make the playoffs at all with the Spurs. How crazy is that? This team is definitely a playoff team next year. This is Crushables. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And then let me know what you guys thought of the video. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.